This is Monkey World in Dorset, the largest ape and monkey rescue centre on the planet. Today on Monkey Life. Just 24 hours old and life hangs in the balance for the new woolly monkey arrival.
It's still way too early to say whether or not, this little guy is gonna make it or not.
In the chimp nursery, young Brian gets hassle from lovable hooligan Seamus. And chimp Charlie is being picked on. Are his days living with the bachelor group numbered?
Charlie's always been a loner. I don't think he sees any point in chimpanzees whatsoever.
Monkey World Ape Rescue Centre operates a non-breeding policy with most of its 15 species of primates. But the orangutans, golden cheek gibbons and woolly monkeys are all endangered species, and every new arrival is precious. Woolly monkey babies rarely survive in captivity. They're extremely difficult to keep healthy as they suffer from social stress and high blood pressure. But 5 healthy woolly babies have been born at the park, and yesterday marked the birth of the latest arrival. And he's being hand-reared by park director Alison.
It was a long night, but actually we did pretty well. I came home with the intention of having to feed him every single hour, but it became clear from the start that he didn't want to be fed every hour. So I backed off, and really we sort of went every 2 hours last night. And, we're just taking it easy and relaxing, and I think he's, slowly but surely getting hydrated again. He was a little bit dehydrated yesterday, and that's better now. Good boy.
Alison's an old hand at playing mum to woolly babies.
Yes, I know. Oh, yes, you're such a good boy.
18 months ago, she hand-reared Julio. He now lives with his woolly family, and he's looking good. Hopefully, Alison can give this little one the same start in life.
There have been a few shocks and surprises along the way. I've done Julio before, so I sort of knew what to expect. But this little guy, I guess it isn't surprising, is quite a bit different than Julio. To begin with, he was born not a third again more, but almost a third again more in weight. Julio was 313 grams. This little guy was 410 yesterday. I think he's a little more together and alert in terms of looking around and the eyes focusing. But the biggest and most shocking thing is that, he's been a bit grizzly, and he wasn't on for sort of taking feeds every hour. And so I sort of started checking him out, and at one point in time he did latch onto my finger, and what I found is that he's already cut his first 3 teeth. And he's got, if I can get his lips open there, you can see the 2 top teeth and the 2 top incisors poking through, and his canine tooth on the top left has also come through and is quite pointy and sharp. So this poor little guy, within the first 24 hours of his life, is already teething. Julio was day 11 for the teeth.
But even though he looks fit and healthy, this little woolly is not out of danger yet.
Within the first 24 hours, it's still way too early to say whether or not, this little guy is gonna make it or not. He's cute as a button, and we're gonna do everything we can to ensure that, like Julio, he gets the very best start in life. But it is very early days yet, and really anything could happen. I'm feeding him with the dropper, and because of the teething thing, it's not exactly a good eater at the moment. But, he's getting there, but we still have to be very cautious about him inhaling any of the milks. Just one little drop of milk into his lungs, which aren't fully inflated and developed yet, would be bad, and he could get a lung infection. There's also any, colds, flus, bacteria in the world. There was a little sneeze. But, you can't panic about things. You have to sort of remain calm, not worry about necessarily sort of how much he's eating, just to make sure that he's not dehydrating, and let him lead the way.
Later, Alison's mothering duties become distinctly less glamorous.
Hey, we've had a huge pee. That's excellent news.
And Stumptailed macaque Jonathan's losing his hair. It's not a pretty sight. Living in the chimp bachelor pad is one of the park's most lovable characters, Charlie. Charlie's weathered face is a reminder of his upsetting past, which has left him looking much older than his 27 years. When he arrived at the park, he was a drug addict with cataracts, fractured feet and a broken jaw. 18 years of rehabilitation saw him improve and enjoy life in the group. But Charlie is a placid chimp who doesn't like conflict, and recently he struggled with life as one of the boys. They don't share their food with him, and he finds playtime too rough. Food is Charlie's biggest passion, and today he's looking forward to being given an alternative treat: tree branches. As well as fruit, vegetables and healthy snacks, leafy branches are a regular part of a chimpanzee's diet.
Come on, Charlie.
The group enjoy the branches, but Charlie's been left out again. He's finding it increasingly difficult to compete with the others. Charlie doesn't have a best friend. He moves in on Buxom to see if he will share, but Buxom can be aggressive. Over the last few months, Charlie has been getting more nervous around the big guys. He only has 3 teeth to protect him, and his position in the group hierarchy is sliding. But Charlie's love of food is stronger than his fear. While Buxom's polishing off the leaves as quickly as he can strip them from the branches, Charlie plucks up the courage to grab a few sneaky bits. It's good to see Charlie's finally getting a taste, and although it's not in a chimp's nature to share, Buxom tolerates Charlie, for now. Charlie's health and happiness are very important to the Monkey World team. They're beginning to wonder if the bachelor pad is the best place for him. The chimpanzee nursery is currently home to 8 chimps. The newest is 3-year-old Brian. He's been living with the group for a few months and has only recently plucked up enough courage to go outside.
Can we have a look round? What do you reckon? There's Andy. You know Sal?
Foster mum, Sally, keeps a close eye on all the youngsters. She's a wonderful mother, and Brian follows her everywhere, but their closeness hasn't gone unnoticed. Lovable hooligan Seamus is jealous. After all, Sally's his adoptive mum too. And when Brian strays too far from Sally, Seamus is waiting for him. Sally has always spoilt Seamus rotten. It's one of the reasons he's so naughty. But even she is getting tired of him right now. Little Brian needs her more than Seamus does. Brian is clearly wary of Seamus, but he's also smart and has worked out a way to avoid conflict with him. He knows if he stays near Sally, Seamus will leave him alone. Sally loves little boys, and once again, she's faultless in her mothering role with Brian. She's happy to give him all the support he needs to settle into his new home. Still to come, the team has to make an important decision about Charlie's future.
Charlie's always been a loner. I don't think he sees any point in chimpanzees whatsoever.
And it's all too much for the new baby woolly monkey. Back with Alison and the woolly baby, it's time for the unglamorous side of motherhood.
Hey, hey. We've had a huge pee. That's excellent news. Excellent news. I just need to see him sort of defecate and know that his guts are moving. I can see that he's starting to consider it. There's a little bit. A lot of the time with baby animals, you can actually encourage their bowels with a warm, damp cloth if you just touch it to their sort of backside, which is sort of a similar thing that his mother would be doing. She'd be lifting up his tail, checking out his backside, and cleaning him up a bit, which just encourages the gut action. And we got a little bit there, so that's a start, little man. There you go. Oh, it looks, and I think it's time for a break now. I think we're a bit tired. Oh, it's a tough day, yeah.
This baby Woolly's brother, Julio, was only the second woolly monkey in the world to survive being hand-reared. Alison's hopeful this little one will be the third.
Yeah, I think I am feeling quite comfortable and perhaps confident with this little one, because you know what to expect this time, and I know that he's not like a little China doll, and that he is quite robust, and that actually it's very good for me to move him around in a fairly rough way. I mean, it's funny, people sort of come in and see him for the first time, and when they touch him, they touch him like he was porcelain, or like he might break and stuff, and really he's quite roughy-tufty, and keep in mind that he should be sort of clinging to his mum and holding on as she's flying around the enclosure. So, I mean, this tail is quite strong and can hold his weight. And right now he's gripping on strong with his hands. He can support himself. And really we want him to be doing a lot of that, because that is what will help encourage his appetite and also encourage his guts to move and get the feces moving through. Yeah, so it's all action stations.
Just like a human newborn baby, woolly monkey young need constant care and attention, and Alison's going to be providing it for the next 7 months before this little one will be ready to join his woolly monkey family.
Yeah, pretty much the first week or so, drinking, sleeping, and pooping, and that's about it. And really, you don't want anything more exciting than that. That's good for me right now.
Later, the Stumptailed macaque enclosure gets a makeover, but will it distract them long enough for Jonathan's hair to grow back? Over in the bachelor pad, there's concern for chimp Charlie. Recently, he's been struggling. The boys don't always share food with him, and their play can be too rough. To make matters worse, Charlie doesn't have a best friend within the group. So the team have come to a decision. He's to be separated off from the rest of the group for a short time every day, and animal manager Jeremy is going in to cheer him up.
Two things, really. I want to keep a very close eye on him so that nothing slips us by, or is less likely to slip us by. And two, I need cheering up, and I want to go and play with Charlie. I mean, I'm not going to try and make something out of this that it isn't. It's my bit of time for me and Charlie. We're just going to go and hang out.
Jeremy's aim is to give Charlie a little extra food and attention every day. The other chimps are kept occupied with treats, so they don't notice his absence. If they did, they might pick on him when he returns. Jeremy has known Charlie for 19 years, and they share a close bond.
Hello, my man. Hang on a minute. Hold my hand. Good boy. Yes, it's good to see you too. Come on. Good boy. Come on.
But as happy as Charlie is to see Jeremy, he's clearly more excited by the goodies his old friend has brought him.
What? Look, the bag. What we got today? Hey, what we got today? This is the tricky bit. Albert Einstein, eat your heart out. Every day, he will be separated at this time and get a treat of some description so that the routine this time of the day will be carved in stone, that every day something nice will happen and he will be separated. And then the primate care staff can have a look at him and, you know, check him over and make sure he's okay. He does wonder why he can't just have all this food on a plate and just eat it. Well, we've got to go through this stupid ritual. As you can see, I might as well not be here at the moment because we've got treasure. What we got today? Look, there's something in here. You're not. It's so silly. Look, there's stuff wrapped up in. What's that? What's in there?
Charlie's life revolves around food. But he arrived at the park with only 5 teeth, so eating has always been a challenge for him. Last year, he had to have another removed, but somehow, Charlie always gets by.
We've tried him on lots of things to try and get the emphasis off of food, but Charlie just doesn't care. If he's not got food, he's just not interested. Look at this toy. Yeah, OK. That's a piece of string. It's not a toy, you know. Whereas if he's got food and... So, what the heck? He's special. Is that good? Hey? Is it good? What you got in there, Charlie? Let's have a look. Let me see what you got. You've eaten it all. It's all gone. What's that all about? What's in that one? There's another one there. See? We don't get to share it very much, do we? That was mine. But I do nick some.
There are 11 stump-tailed macaques at the park, living in 2 groups. They're affectionately nicknamed the Ugly Monkeys. Today, the boys' inside enclosure is having a makeover. It's being kitted out with large logs. The keepers want to distract the uglies from some behaviour which has been making them look even more ugly. Over-grooming.
A couple of years ago, Jonathan was looking really, really bald. Now, that time we put it down to over-grooming because obviously these are ex-lab animals, so they've never had intimate contact or even any contact with each other apart from vocalisation, so they never learnt how to groom.
Grooming plays an important part in all primate societies. Low-ranking members want to be accepted by the high rankers and offer themselves to be groomed by everyone. But the Stumpies have been taking their grooming a little too far. The team have noticed that if the weather's too hot or cold, they stay inside and groom. And groom. And groom. And that's why Jonathan's going bald. Over-grooming isn't harmful, but the park does try to distract the group from doing it. Hopefully the logs will do the trick.
The reason we prefer the real trees as opposed to nice round poles is it gives them multiple levels to climb over. Instead of a nice smooth texture, they have to actually grip onto it, and this will build up their muscle tone, as well as giving them that bit more of entertainment.
Sam is first to investigate. But the rest of the uglies have got something more important in mind: breakfast. In the wild, Stumpies can venture up to 3 kilometres a day foraging for food, but these 8 prefer a slower pace of life. Primates, like most animals, love to eat, and new stuff in the enclosure can only mean one thing: food. These guys are on a diet, so it's important they're kept active. And these large branches are a perfect way to do this, as they're encouraging them to climb, which will improve their flexibility and muscle tone. The logs are bringing out the Stumpies' natural foraging behaviour. And, as an added bonus, it's saving the hair on Jonathan's back. Back with Charlie and animal manager Jeremy, it's playtime.
Charlie.
But the remnants of honey stuck on Charlie's nose are far too distracting.
Charlie, pick your nose. Pete, you gonna do that all day?
Charlie definitely enjoys a slow pace of life, but Jeremy wants him to have some fun.
Wait, stop it. Come here. Wait, come here.
Charlie's always been a loner. I don't think he sees any point in chimpanzees whatsoever, to be honest with you. I mean, he's okay with them, and he'll hang out with them a bit, but he's not... You know, I don't think he's got much value for chimpanzees, to be honest with you. They're more of a nuisance to him than a value.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? I can't climb about like that.
The other bachelor chimps play too rough for Charlie.
I'm gonna jump on you in a minute.
Jeremy's much more gentle. He keeps Charlie happy and active.
You're not supposed to laugh when I'm beating you up. I'm gonna bite your ribs in a minute.
If Charlie continues to have problems in the group, the team would consider moving him.
We've got one or two contingency plans and basic, plans for the future. Maybe an old-timers group. There's lots of options that we talk about. No, nothing specific, but it'd be nice to have a group for the old codgers. That'd be great fun. And I want to look after them. Grumpy old men together, Poor old lad, aren't you? Eh?
Next time. The path of true love never did run smooth, not even for golden-cheeked gibbons.
We're going to give them the best option that we can by offering her another male and by offering him a lady who won't be quite so nasty to him.
Naughty Seamus is being nice to young Brian for a change, but how long will it last? And there comes a point in every young orangutan's life when it's time to move on.
Aris can be a little bit boisterous with the youngsters sometimes, and he's growing up a little bit now, he's getting a bit older, so maybe it's time to be with the older guys.